Hello everybody, it's Bethany Drew here with Stampin' Up! Again on Wednesday, and I've got some exciting things to show you. We're getting really close to June 3rd. I can't believe June is right around the corner. It's kind of crazy, huh? Although it is feeling like summer, isn't it? My boys keep asking me to go to the beach. And we've been to the beach several times, actually, already. We've done more of the hiking trails because the actual beach was closed for a long time. But, so a lot more distractions, I know, during the summertime. Maybe it's a little bit inconsistent. I might have more of you who come and watch me on the replay, which is fine too. Hi to you as well. Or watching me on YouTube. We're going to look at the brand new stamp set called Comfort and Hope today. And then I'm going to show you, I'll show you quick first, again, just some more things that are retiring, because again, we only have 6 more days for you to order some of those things that are going to be gone forever. I've shown you some of the beautiful designer paper that's on sale, so even make sure you check a lot of stuff, accessories, ribbons, different accessories, paper and stuff is on sale right now, so check those out. If you're ordering online on my website, I'll always check out the clearance rack too. Those are more retired things that have already been retired that are on huge sales, like usually 40 to 60% off, so that's a great place to check out too. So without any further ado, let's look at a few. I'm going to show you some of my favorites, ones that I'm not sure I'm going to let go of yet, that are going, so I won't even be selling mine, that you might want. So I'm going to turn it around and just show you some show and tell first here. If you have caught on to most of my videos, you've seen most of these cards, but just want to remind you, the breathtaking bouquet. One week I showed you how fun this is to color in. This is embossed on white. That was the pigment sprinkles, and those are also retiring. They'll last you forever, these pigment sprinkles. If you haven't gotten those, I would highly recommend that because they're on sale. It's fun to color in 2 different colors. It's just a beautiful background. Here I just cut it out in a circle and let kind of my embossing folders and dies do the rest. So Breathtaking Bouquet is retiring from the spring catalog. Another one retiring from the spring catalog is the Honeybee bundle. I was kind of surprised they're letting go of this one. I know quite a few people who have their own beehives and make honey, and this just would be a cute stamp set to have. Celebrate every moment. There's a little hello. Thinking of you, sweet friend. It's just a fun, the dies and the little honeycomb are just really fun. So that is another bundle that's going to be gone, the Honeybee bundle. And again, only 6 days left. Oh my goodness. Now, one of my favorites out of the new catalog. Hey, Teresa. I saw you were on here earlier. Actually, this combines 2 because the barn door bundle is going, and they have dies that cut out these little slides so that you can actually make your barn door slide back and forth, which is fun. And this little piggy stamp set. I just think this one's so cute. I don't think I can let go of this one. She believed she could, so she did. Sponging, so you make little dirty pigs. You can color with colored pencils, or with our watercolor pencils, our blends, markers. Here I added some of the notes. I showed some pictures of the music from the heart. I'm not going to let go of that set either because I love adding the little notes. Singing in the rain. Blends. I think I used blends to color in this pig. Perk up. So cute. I added it with the little coffee one. Hogs and kisses. So there's some fun little sayings in this one. Oh, this one's a purple one. Here. So cute. So I did a little masking on that one. This little piggy. Again, I've been trying to share pictures of stuff that's retiring. I will continue to in the last few days of before it finally goes. Now the stamp set that I'm going to share with you today is called Comfort and Hope, and this is going to be a new stamp set that's coming out June 3rd in the new catalog. And I love the little sayings. I mean, you guys know, I've been saying this before this stamp set came out, that I love to encourage you to send paper hugs. So that alone, sending you a paper hug was sold me. But I love the sentiment of sometimes there are no words. Know that I love and care about you, along with some cute little background things and comfort and hope. Just such a sweet sentiment, and for sympathy, for just thinking of you, to encourage someone. So this is a really cute set. So I'm going to show you, and let's start with a beginner card, where I'm just going to start with plain white. So I did want to show you, you know, when you get some stamp sets, you don't necessarily need to have a ton of stuff. I'm going to use just 2 different colors. So I'm going to use one of our in colors that came out last year, Rococo Rose, and I'm going to use Gray Granite, so a basic color. So just 2 different colors. Just in case I decide to go off the paper, I'll put some scrap paper under here. Okay, so with the Gray Granite, and this is kind of a brownish gray. I really love the Gray Granite color. There just are a lot of cute little background things. I mean, I love all the little backgrounds that you can do. So you can't go wrong with that. Hey Chris, how you doing? I'm gonna stamp once and then stamp off. So I'm gonna kind of try to keep most of my stamping in kind of the corner here. Okay, so that's just a little background. If I wanted to even add a little bit more, I could ink up this big background, but I'm gonna stamp off twice. So this is gonna be really light, because again, I just want it to be really subtle. Hey. Glad you're fine. I'm glad you finally got your catalog. I did too. Okay, so that's all in Gray Granite, these fun little backgrounds. And I think I even wanted to stamp. I really love this little, I don't know, nested blob of circles. It's just fun. I think I'll be using that a lot, even mixed with other stamp sets. So I'm going to put that in the corner here. Let's stamp off there. And now we can add in the Rococo Rose pink color for a little bit of extra fun. And I'm going to put Comfort and Hope in here, so the hope is kind of right in the circle. And then this little leafy branch kind of thing, I'm going to stamp off first so it's lighter, and I'm going to put this kind of under that hope there. And isn't that fun? Just comfort and hope. And then on the inside I could say sometimes there are no words, along with sending you a paper hug. And then if you wanted to also match it a little bit, and stamp that on the inside too, you can do that as well. So pretty basic. Again, if you only have a couple colors of ink, you can make a simple card that still says you love them, right? So very easy. That was beginner stamper, and that's no extra paper, no punches, nothing. You're just using your ink and paper. Thanks, Chris. So let me clean all those off, just in case I forget what stamps I'm using. If you guys haven't gotten this, our Stampin' Chamois too, you just get it wet, just like any chamois. And it's just so nice. There's no lint on it. It cleans the stamps really quickly and easily. I love it. I forget if I'd cleaned these before or not. So clean those off. Put away my Rococo Rose. Mary Granite. Now here's another card that I did, and we'll do something similar but with different colors. Isn't this pretty? And again, gals, when you made 3 cards. Oh, awesome, Chris! I love that you were stamping with your granddaughter. Awesome. I love stamping with family and friends too. So I cut out. This is now showing you if you've got a little bit more than just the stamp set. If you have a big shot or die cutting machine, the ornate style bundle is awesome in the new catalog. This is a bundle you actually can order now already. So if you wanted a few retired things along with something new, this is something, the bundle, the ornate style bundle, that you can still order now. They early released that whole ornate, and I love these ornate frames. They're awesome. And Comfort and Hope fits right inside the rectangle that comes with those dies as well. And here I added some gold glimmer, and that's from the dies that come with the Celebrate Sunflower stamp set, or Celebrate Sunflowers. I think I did that backwards. And all of our gingham designer paper is gone. Most of it has already gone, so I'm sorry if you wanted that, but I was going to show you, we still have the buffalo check background, so if you like gingham, this is an awesome thing to still have a background stamp. Then you can add gingham to any of your cards if you have that background. This is the new Just Jade in color. That's one of the in colors come out. It is a really pretty green. I like it. And because I don't have the ink yet, I just stamped the mint macaroon. It's a little bit lighter green over it to give it that still color on color kind of look. So I want to show you something similar but different, to make something very similar to that. So again, now I used black as my base, so I put some white on the inside, and then I did that little nested thing, and know that I love and care about you on the inside. So when you have a dark color as a base, it is nice to add a lighter layer on the inside. But here we won't have to do that because I'm going to just use our thick white cardstock, and I really love our thick white cardstock, guys. It really is so thick. It's nice and sturdy. The Whisper White is nice, and I love stamping on it. It's very crisp and clean, but it's just not as thick for a whole card base. Now I'm using soft sea foam, so I'm still sticking with green, but I'm just going to show you using the background stamp again. So this is our buffalo check, and thank goodness they aren't retiring this one, because I love gingham, the gingham pattern. So I'm just tapping my ink pad real lightly over the background, and I want to make sure I've got it all inked up. With our background stamps, I like to, I'll show you how I've shown you before, but just to remind you how I like inking this up. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to kind of cover some of it, but so I like to stick my paper right on the stamp. So I just leave it up like this. Once it's inked, I leave it up like this. Then I try to line it up with, get it as straight as I can before I commit to putting it down. And now, so I don't get my fingers all inky, I'll just take a scrap piece of paper, and I'm just pressing my fingers evenly over the whole thing so I get it all inked up well. Because sometimes if you try to, it's just harder to line it up straight when you try to stamp it and you turn the whole stamp over. So this is how I like doing most of my background stamps. Now if you wanted it to be more distressed, you could actually press just in corners so that you don't get the center but I'm trying to kind of get it even. So once you've kind of pressed over the whole thing, lift it up, and voila! So pretty. Now this is a little bit lighter look, the gingham on the soft sea foam. But I love it. It's so pretty. Isn't that fun? Now, same thing, I can use, I think I was going to try to use a lighter. I'll stick with my soft sea foam. But again, all those stamps, the little backgrounds, you can just add subtle background over your paper. There's even these little dots. Might as well use them. Just a few in each corner, because I'm going to cover the center here. Where in this one, I stamped off first, and I then stamped in I used my black pad. So I only used black ink for this one, and then the mint to stamp on there. So again, I'm trying to show you, just with one color, you can still do a lot. Now, if you don't have the ornate dies, I wanted to show you just a little how to make it a little bit different, but still pretty. Now, this is a little bit shorter because this actually comes with the stitched rectangles dies. So if I just wanted to stamp the Comfort and Hope in there, and again, this one I'll stick with mostly monochromatic, and the Comfort and Hope should still fit in there. Tap that on my stamp that down, just press directly down, and there's your Comfort and Hope. Fun. And if I wanted to add a little, say I'm going to follow if I can do this. I'm telling you, it's a little bit trickier when I stamp, when I'm trying to look through my camera and look. I get a little crooked. That's all right. This little stamp is kind of fun too. I like that. I'll probably use that on the inside too. Now, again, I'm just trying to show you a little bit more simplistic. If you don't have the ornate dies, say you don't have Celebrate Sunflowers and you can't do those fun little things, there's a really pretty leaf punch. I think it's just called leaf punch. That is also retiring, and I'm using the gold glimmer paper here. And I can punch that out of the gold glimmer paper instead of cutting it out with my Big Shot. So even if you don't have a Big Shot, sometimes you can find some cute punches that give you that accent you're looking for. And then I could put these in the corners that I just punched out rather than using a die if you don't have your Big Shot. Okay, so first I'll stick these up with some dimensionals. I don't know, what colors are you liking better? Do you like I don't know. This is kind of a trick question when I ask, what do you like better? Because they're very different looking just using a different color. So I'll put that a little bit further down instead of the center. And then I can just add a little glue dot on the back of these. Aren't they fun? I'm telling you, I'm so thankful for air conditioning. Aren't you guys? Because even with the air, it still feels a little stuffy in here. Welcome to Indiana summers and humidity, right? Whew. I'm glad I got all my mulch done before all this hit. Because I'd be sweating hard. Actually, maybe I should have waited. Maybe I would have lost more. Yes, I'm telling you, if you don't have this color of ink and the paper, this is called soft seafoam. This really is one of my favorite. It's almost a neutral. It's so pretty. I love this color. Isn't it so pretty? So see, even basic, but adding just a little bit of glimmer paper, and we still will have glimmer paper in the new. Some of it's going, but we'll still have glimmer paper in the new catalog. Isn't that so pretty? That just adds, and the gingham background adds so much too, but I love all the little pieces and background things that you can stamp with the set. Because then on the inside, so I could say comfort and hope, and say I want to say, sometimes there are no words. Now I say it's one of my favorite colors, but I like a lot of colors. They're all pretty, that's why I get them all. And this is just a fun little thing that you could put. Isn't that fun to just add little bloop bloop, little scallops underneath? Sometimes there are no words, to send some comfort to someone. And I don't know if I would pop that up on dimensionals or not, or just tape it down. But I don't know which one you like better. The darker green with black border or the white and soft seafoam. They're both pretty. And again, anyone's gonna love it, no matter who you send it to. When it's a note sent with love and it's made and it's homemade, who doesn't love that? Okay, so soft seafoam, that's a fun color. Now I'm gonna step it up a little bit more and show you more an avid crafter, so when you kind of want it all. And it really is nice when you kind of mix and match. So right now I'm kind of showing off also in the new catalog when it comes out the, what's it called, tasteful textures or something sweet, good taste sweet, that's what it's called, I think. I'm telling you, even if you don't get the whole suite, this designer paper is awesome. Yeah, Teresa, you like the light green? Yeah, that color really is pretty. I love soft seafoam. Along with soft colors, I really love Purple Posy is one of our in colors, and that's such a pretty color too. But when the new catalog comes live next week, in 1 week, you're going to want to watch my next week's show, I'm telling you. Because this paper is awesome. I love it. In my little video where I showed you guys kind of everything I'd gotten in my pre-order, I just love the wood grain. There's tile textures. Here, I wanted to show you, because I've done this before, but I wanted to remind you how fun it is when you cut out one of your dies right out of your card base. So in this, I cut it out of the card base as it would close this way, so that the stitching is on the inside of the card. And then you see just the other side of the designer paper. This side just kind of looks like splooched paint, kind of. But it's still cool to like see both sides. I like it. And then in here I put sometimes there are no words. Sending you a paper hug, and I added both of these ribbon are also in that In Good Taste suite. So this is where I'm just showing you too, when you mix and match and you get a few things, this is so fun. It's nice and light and thin. It almost looks like bandaging in a sense, but it just gives it a fun antiqued texture to it. This gold thread is really fun. When you cut it, it kind of starts to unwind a little bit when you start to cut it. But I love it. It's light and pretty and delicate. And then I used some of the gold faceted gems that are actually from the Ornate Style suite. So again, let's use a similar product, but I'm going to show you how to make a card that looks completely different than this light purple one. okay? So this time we're going to start with, we're going to have Night of Navy background, and I've already cut it out. This is one of the shapes, again, from That Ink Could Taste Sweet. I love that they have stitched, and it stitches the inside, so it stitches the inside of the part that you've cut out, and it stitches the outside, so that now when I close my card, you'll be able to see both sides again of this designer paper. And we're going to use, again, this is a different pattern, so we're going with darker colors here. I used more soft and subtle colors here. This, oh, don't you love, this is where you hate to cover up one side. So I'm going to use this, it almost looks like a cloth pattern, and then when you peek through, you'll be able to see the brick pattern, which is fun. Now, because this is darker, I didn't want to just stamp on the designer paper, so I'm gonna bring out my Versamark pad, so my sticky Versamark pad, and I'm gonna put this little grid pattern. This is another pattern from that same stamp set from Comfort and Hope, and I'm gonna put one down here, and shoot, I forgot to, I even had this with me, do my little buddy. We'll see if this works, because I'm going to do one in this corner too. I don't want it to, the powder to stick everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to ink it up, and I'm going to stamp it up in this corner too. Okay, so this is where it will be fun to see some embossed over the dark designer paper. Now I could just take my paper that I've stamped, and you can't really see it at all right now, but this is the fun magic of the Versamark and the embossing powder. Now I've just used an old stamp case, and then if you go to ice cream store, they have those little sampler spoons. That's what this is from. I plan on doing this with more of my colors because it's nice to have it already just in the tray, and then you don't have to use scrap paper. There. Then I'll just flick off the excess, make sure there's not a whole lot on the outside of it. And then I'll show you, I'm going to emboss this. You want to come over with me? Sure you do. Let me close that first. It's always fun to see the magic of embossing. Alright, so I'm going to heat up my heat gun. Get the other side. Oh, and if I scared you guys, I don't know, a few weeks ago, I saw they were retiring a lot of embossing powder. And I thought, no, they aren't retiring all the embossing powder. There will still be white, gold, and there'll be a few. So isn't that fun with that pattern embossed on the dark designer paper? So pretty. Love it. So now that I have that on there, I can, and when you've cut out the center, you just want to make sure not to put any kind of adhesive in the center of your designer paper. So I'm just going around the edges to glue down my designer paper, okay? And then center that on my Night of Navy paper. Get that taped down. And that's so fun. So this is got a little bit more of a masculine look because we're using the dark blue. It's a little bit more masculine even. Designer paper. I will put this in the center. And I don't think I'll even, I think I'll keep it more simple. If I want it to be masculine, I won't stamp the frilly little pine bow on there. I'll just keep this the way it is. And I don't know, maybe I still want to put, I don't think I'm going to use the gold ribbon, but I will still use this. Let's see, I want to cut it the same angle. Glue dots are amazing. I love the glue dots for any kind of ribbon. So I'm just going to put a few glue dots on the back of my, I don't even know what this ribbon's called, twill ribbon or something. And again, this designer paper and this ribbon comes from the In Good Taste suite that will come out in just a week. Yay! Can't believe it's going to be in just 1 week, the new catalog. I've been dying to tell you guys, or open it up and show you more of the goodness. And I'm excited to be able to order more stuff. Shocker. Because we weren't able to pre-order everything. And I still have some of my rewards that I've earned from Celebration too, so I'm excited to use the rest of that so I can get some of my pre-order for free. It's even better. Alright, so I'm going to put this kind of in the middle and put that down. Then I put dimensionals on this, and you know what? Because I've got the ribbon there, I'm going to put one more up here. So there's a dimensional that's not touching the ribbon. Just to be safe. You want to make sure you don't have pieces falling off of your card. Okay, so I didn't actually stamp on my blue piece where I did stamp the little pine bows on that one because I thought it looked prettier. And here, this also like kind of scalloped stitched circle comes from the same dies with that In Good Taste. But if you didn't have those, you could just take one of your circle punches. This is 1 3/4 punch. And you could just punch out a circle. Again, we're just keeping it more basic. And then I could just say, know that I love and care about you. And I'll stamp that in Night of Navy right in the center of my circle. And pop that up with a dimensional. So that's where it's a little bit more masculine, so I could send this to a guy. But I could easily, you know, if I made a card like this and had it ready to go, I want to make sure that's straight. I could easily dress it up if I needed one for a girlfriend. I could easily dress it up with some more like rhinestones or some sparkles, and even cut out maybe like from the other card I showed you, cut out some glimmer paper, add a little glimmer to it. Or you could just keep it like this, basic, if you want to send it to a guy, and keep it simple. And again, because it's dark, now see, because I used that from the inside of the card, it looks so pretty to see the other side of the designer paper. So that's what I love about our designer paper, and I love how thick our cardstock is, because you can do that and it won't compromise like your card standing up, because our cardstock is thick. So that's really nice. Okay, so then I can just center that, and then I could put Comfort and Hope on the inside. and still use, maybe I would still want to use that. I stamped off and just circled the hope there. Comfort and hope. Know that I love and care about you. So there's a little bit more masculine way to make kind of the same thing, use the same layout. And there's the pretty, more girly version. And on the side. Isn't that fun? Thanks, Chris. So those are just some fun, basic ways, but you know, there's other ways to kind of step up your cards when you start collecting more things, and that's where I see the advantage of getting suites. Now, the Comfort and Hope stamp set doesn't come like really connected with stuff, but I'm just showing you, if you get a couple other suites, you can easily make some pretty cards. I hadn't quite solidified what I was going to do with this one here, but I'm still going to show you, because as I'm talking about, it's nice to use different suites. Now next week I'm going to be showing you guys more, yes, even more that you can do with the whole Flower of Every Season suite, because I'm going to be doing an online class if you guys get some of the suite, and show you how to make some awesome, really simple cards. But there's so much to do when you get a whole suite. So this is from that Celebrate Sunflowers stamp set. Now this is the Bumblebee, a new in color, but I don't have the ink yet, so Crushed Curry is a little bit darker color. And I'm just going to use this. So again, when you have multiple stamp sets, it's just fun to mix and match. It's fun to brighten up something. So here, if you have the sunflower set and you have the Comfort and Hope, you could add somebody's favorite flower if they, or when the new catalog comes out, we'll have peonies, we'll still have the magnolia. So that's where having a couple flower sets is always a good idea too, because everyone loves flowers, right? So isn't that fun, just adding that as a background? Then you could simply, I'll keep that one open. You could simply, again, use any kind of punch. I think this is the Label Me Lovely punch. So I'll just punch out some in vanilla. Now the fun thing about this punch is, let's see, what I want to add on the side. Can I add on the side? Yes. If I put this exact tab in the side, and you can kind of see if you've lined it up straight, I can cut a little tab in there, which is so fun, because then I can add some ribbon in that. So now, let's see. With that Crushed Curry, I can stamp Sending You a Paper Hug on there. Oh, that was a little crooked. There's always two sides, people, right? That's what I tell all of you when I'm... Got that a little straighter. Okay, so Sending You a Paper Hug. Now you see, some people are perfectionists, and I got a little bit of the side of the stamp when I, that's why you don't want to rock. I don't think I really rocked, but here I can stamp off. I'm going to stamp off one more time, and then stamp that in the corner. So I have a really light then sunflower over that, and then people forgot that or it's less noticeable that I have that little mark Sending You a Paper Hug. But so how fun is that to add just a little background? So adding that sunflower to the background just adds a little bit more fun. And if I wanted to, I could add another layer of either a circle or something behind there. I'm not sure where I would even want to put this yet. And then again, you could use, because this big slit is punched out with that punch, it's really easy to put in wider ribbon here. So then I can just easily slide that through, just tie it in a knot. And I'm telling you, just adding a little bit of twine, a little bit of ribbon, always does something magical to a card. I love adding something that's not paper. I'm going to double knot it just to keep it nice and secure. And you can see the edges as I'm tying it. The edges do get a little bit frayed. But that's where I'll just trim that off. And if it would fray a little bit, that's okay. Just makes it look more. So how fun is that? Sending you a paper hug. And I might actually mat it on something else, like a bigger circle or a bigger die. And you could keep it monochromatic, or you could add a different color to it. But see how simply it is, just adding something as the background. So much fun. Thanks, Chris. So I'm telling you, I really do love, I know there were a couple of my customers, a couple friends who've been looking for a better sympathy card or sympathy messages or notes. So this Comfort and Hope, the catalog goes live June 3rd. This will be available then, June 3rd to order. And come visit me next week, because I will be having options for classes, and I will also be having an open house closer to the end of June, like in the 3rd week of June, just because I'm hoping that more of you will feel comfortable actually coming to visit me. And I won't hug you if you don't want me to, and if you feel more comfortable wearing a mask. I will do my open house just a little bit differently, because I will probably schedule appointments, so 3 or 4 people at a time each hour that I'm open, just so that no one feels like there's going to be a ton of people in my house. I will have just a few people come at a time. But I still want to get an open house in, because I have a lot of retired stuff I'll be selling. I'll do some BOGO sales, so if you order from the new catalog, you can earn some retired stuff for free from me. And it will almost also still be like a celebration excitement, because with a $50 order or more, you can also earn a free celebration item, because I earned a lot of extra celebration items. So I'll be giving lots of things away for people who order from the new catalog. So looking forward to that. Here again, our review of what we made, Comfort and Hope. Same style, but just different colors. You can make it look so different and so pretty. And here's the beginner. The really easy, no extra layers at all, just 2 colors of ink and thick white cardstock. So you can make it really simple if you want, and you can add more to it and do it up really nice. Now I will review this, because you can't start ordering from the big catalog until June 3rd. And I will have 1 week kind of available for people to order. And these are going to be the different options for classes. The best deal is this top deal. Obviously, it's the most expensive, but you're also you're getting 2 bundles that are already 10% off, and I am giving you the Memories and More card pack for free. So you're getting like a little over $12 discount from me that I would pay the extra. And you would be getting $18 in free product on top of that, so you could choose $18 worth of free stuff on top of that, because once you get to a $150 order, you're at hostess status, which is awesome. Now, if that was too much for you, but I'm telling you, this is an awesome deal. For $200, you would be getting the Celebrate Sunflower bundle, so that's the stamp set and the dies, the Jar of Flowers bundle, which is the stamp set and and the jar punch. You'd be getting 3 things of ribbon, 4 colors sets of blend markers, so the light and the dark. You'd be getting all the designer paper from that set. So this is the pretty designer paper. So you'd be getting 40 sheets of designer paper that's all double-sided, and you get a taste of the new in colors, which is fun. It also includes all the Memories and More cards, which is over 50 cards, and there's like 4 sheets of these beautiful stickers too that you can easily make cards with, which is what I'll show you. And then you also get the cards bases with matching envelopes. And again, they are all new in colors. So your Cinnamon Crisp, Misty Moonlight, Just Jade, the Magenta Madness, and the Bumblebee. So very fun. And I'll do a live video that will show you kind of how to put together really easy cards later. I think the last day of June I'll do my live video. So I'm telling you, you're getting a whole lot. Oh, and you're getting, see, I'm not done. You're also getting all the little cute little gems that you can add in your little jar containers, which that's something else you get when you get the whole suite. You get the cute little jar domes, shaker domes, and I think that's it then. So the $200 deal is awesome. I'm giving you the free Memories and More card pack, and then we can stamp together. Now, if you don't want to just watch me live, I will also just accept if you want to get a hold of me, and we can just make a time once you get your suite, and you can come to my house and I'll just do a one-on-one appointment with you. If you'd like me to actually stamp with you and help you out, I can do that as well. For $90, that's a little bit more. We're paring down. You just get the Jar of Flowers bundle, so you're not getting the sunflowers, but there still are some sunflowers in the Jar of Flowers bundle. You're getting the cards and envelope, the Memories and More pack, the ribbon, and you can choose one of the blends markers with that. So that's $90, and I'm giving you a couple dollar discount there. For $30, you're getting the cards and envelopes pack, and that's 10 cards. You're getting the Memories and More card pack together, and again, you will watch me show how to put those together. But this one, you're not getting any stamp sets, so that's where if you feel like you have your own sentiments that you would like to use, you just use your own stamp set and your own ink. And there's several different ways you can pay. You can pay by check and mail it to me, but I do need to kind of wait till I get the payment before I place the order. Through Zelle, if you have Chase Bank, that's a really easy automatic way. I have customers who pay me that way, and that's awesome. Or you can use credit card. So there's several different ways to pay for those options too. Now, something exciting that I wanted to share with you guys too, because if anyone is interested in having a party in June, if you get to $250 in sales, which is pretty easy to get to if you just invite a few friends, Stampin' Up! Is going to give you $25 extra. So typically you would be earning $25 in free, but now you would earn $50 in free if you get to $250. So I was going to also throw out the idea, if you and a friend want to get the greatest deal, and you both are getting the free Memories and More cards from me, and I put your order together, and so just ship it to one of you. So say you and a friend both want the deal, I would put 2 of those suites on your order, ship it to you. You both would just pay me $200, so I would pay all the extra in that. And you would also then get, because if you put it together, you would be about $360 in sales, because this suite is $180 before shipping and tax. So I would still pay the extra, I would ship it to you, and then you, because you'd get the extra $25 of free, could split between you and your friend $67 worth of product. Awesome! Or you could not tell your friend that you got free stuff, and you could take, you could just have $67 worth and let her stamp with you, and she could still have the whole suite. And she may still feel like she got a deal because I'm giving you the free Memories and More cards. So, That was another cool idea, I thought, because how much even more fun for you to invite a friend to stamp it with you, and then you could get more for free because you would have hostess status. So I love that for the month of June, from June 3rd to June 30th, if you get to $250 in sales, you can get $25 extra than normal for free, which is awesome. So that's for any of my demonstrators, because I will definitely be placing over a $250 order that I will earn hostess benefits and get $25 extra and free too, which is awesome. So even if you're a demonstrator, you can get that deal on a demo order as well, which I will take advantage of in June. So awesome. Thanks guys so much for coming. I do hope you show up next week, because I'll share a little bit more about my open house. I will remind you again about this, the class options, because you do need to order it soon just because of all the COVID-19, and they've got less people in the warehouse. Shipping is now taking close to a couple weeks to actually get picked from the warehouse and then sent. It's taking a couple weeks to get to you from the time I order it. So because I want to do my Facebook Live the last day of June, I'm just giving you time to order that, so you get your suite before I do my live video. If it wouldn't come in time for some reason, you could still watch the replay, because I'll still put the Facebook video down for people, and I will keep it on your page, or on my page, so you could watch the replay. So those are some fun options coming up in June. And I hope some of you will join me. Hey, Barbara Ann, joining me at the end. I'm almost done. So again, this was the stamp set that I showcased today. It's called Comfort and Hope. I love the word hope. It was very, very, I mean, it's always been meaningful to me, but the word hope, and from Hebrews 6, that says, this hope is an anchor for our souls, was something I clung to during some of the hard times in my life. So I love the sentiments here. Sending you a paper hug. Know that I love and care about you. There's so many cute things that you can say. I think in here I said, sometimes there are no words. I love the sentiments and the sayings in this. It's very simple, but there are just some fun background things that you can use with it too that make it cute and fun. So I hope you liked watching with me, and enjoy your summer days. I don't expect probably as many people to come on, because I know it's in the middle of the afternoon, and like I said, my boys were asking to go to the beach already, because it's nice and hot out there, but I'm enjoying the air conditioning. But next week, come back and I will show you just a little teaser. I'm going to show you more fun stuff that I've done with the jars and flowers, and more fun stuff that I'll do with the Celebrate Sunflowers. And that will encourage you, just hopefully to inspire you, that once you get this bundle and this whole suite, there's so many more options out there when you get all the designer paper and all the coordinating stuff, the ribbon and the markers and everything. There's just so many options. So, oh, it's raining right now in Portage. Not here yet. I think it's coming. Glad you stopped by too, Rhonda. Hope you had a good trip. So next week I will be showing you more options of what you can do, but then you have the option to get the suite. And again, I will only be giving that deal and giving you the free Memories and More from June 3rd to 11, if you order it then in the beginning of June here. So thank you. Have a wonderful day, guys. Thanks everyone who stopped by. Thanks for your orders, your comments, your likes. I really appreciate it all. And I'm really hoping still to earn that cruise to Hawaii. So I just appreciate you all so much, more than words can say. Sometimes there are no words. So have a great day, guys. Talk to you later.